Hello and welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to share with you my holy grail menstrual cup that I discovered recently, and I want to shout about it from the rooftop because it's the best thing that happened to me as a woman. I'm not even joking when I say that. It's life-changing. So I was trying to make menstrual cups work more than 10 years ago when they were not even a thing. Nobody knew about them yet. I tried the Mooncup, the Divacup, the Meluna Sport, and none of them were actually working for me. They all leaked, moved around, they got pushed out of my body by my muscles. They actually put a lot of pressure on my cervix, and so I was getting crazy menstrual cramps, and they were just really uncomfortable. And that's all because my cervix is low during my periods. Generally it's quite high, but during the period it goes so low that is somewhere around 5 centimeters long, and it's just not long enough for the majority of the menstrual cups out there. The conventional cups are, let's say Divacup is around 8 centimeters long. So imagine if my cervix is 4 to 5 centimeters long during a period, there's just no way it can form any kind of seal. There's no way it can stay in the body. And that's why my body kept pushing it out, and instead of being inside where you don't even feel it, it was literally at the entrance, and it was super uncomfortable. And on top of that, it was also leaking like crazy, so it just never really worked. The main reason why menstrual cups leak is because they can't form a proper seal, and the reason why they can't form a proper seal is because your cervix is probably too low, like mine. It's life-changing information that it took me more than 10 years to realize, and I know that a lot of other women don't realize that. So if your cup leaks, just try a different shape, a different brand. Don't stop experimenting until you find the right one, and I found my holy grail one. So it's the Merula cup. It's quite different from all the others because it's shaped like a ball rather than like a bell, so that's why it's much shorter. And because of the shape, because it's quite wide and round, it actually holds a lot of blood, which is so good. I was looking into the Meluna Shorty in the past. Also, I talked about that in the other video where I talked about the reason for my period cramps and why menstrual cups leak. And the thing is that because it's still shaped like a bell, so it becomes super short and then it doesn't hold anything. It didn't seem like a good idea for me. I wanted to find something that with a proper capacity but still short enough. So the Marula cup comes with kind of 3 ladders, 3 steps of the ladder. I cut off 2 of them because they were just too long for me and totally unnecessary. I left 1 loop of the ladder, and I think this is such a brilliant idea to make these ladders, because then you can just put your finger inside and pull it. It's so easy, so much better than the usual balls or those talks that other brands make. I think it's brilliant. It's 5 centimeters including the first loop, so it's perfect for a low cervix. And I really like the silicone. It's so soft, very nice to work with. It's very easy to insert, and is so nice and soft inside. Doesn't put any kind of pressure on the bladder, so it doesn't hurt. Because with the other brands that I tried, some cups were kind of pressing my bladder, and then I was getting bladder cramps on top of all the other cramps, and that wasn't fun. So because it's round, it actually holds 38 milliliters, which is a lot. Just for comparison, Divacup holds up to 30 milliliters, so 8 milliliters less, and that's one of the biggest cups on the market. So it's fantastic. I literally have to change it just in the morning and then in the evening before going to bed, and that's it. And even on the heaviest days, it stays put. All the other brands come with different sizes, but this one, because of the shape, because it's quite wide and ball shaped, it actually comes in just one size, and it works for everyone, for women of all ages, for those who've given birth, for those who haven't, for those with very strong muscles, for those with weaker muscles, for everyone. It works even without completely opening up, so even if it's a little bit squished, it will still hold everything in, and that's perfect because it literally adjusts to the shape of your body. One thing I seriously love about it is that it doesn't have any suction holes like all the other cups. Those suction holes are really annoying because you have to clean them, or otherwise they just don't work as well. So you have to take some kind of a brush or something like that and clean them all out. And I just don't like that process at all. So this one doesn't have any holes at all, which also means that the suction it creates is even stronger, and so it's held in place even better. It can literally run, walk really fast, jump around, and it doesn't move around at all. But yes, it's still very easy to remove it. I just press it at the bottom like this to release the suction, and then I just pull it out using that loop, and it's very, very easy. Another thing that I like so much is that it's kind of shaped like a ball, like I said. So it gets smaller towards the top. So when you're taking it out, it doesn't actually drop any of the blood out. So everything remains completely clean. And if you, for example, want to keep track of how much blood you are collecting in there, it's perfect because nothing gets lost during the removal process. And I'm definitely one of those geeks who wants to know exactly how much I'm losing. So this is perfect for me. It's made out of medical grade silicone like most other brands, but for example, I didn't want to try the Meluna Shorty because it's made of plastic, and I just didn't like the idea of having plastic inside my body. Another thing that was always troubling me with other brands is that it was quite difficult to get them to pop open once inside. So I'd have to turn them around and kind of really play around with them to get them to open, because my muscles are quite strong and I just kept them squished. But this one, because of its shape, opens so easily, and I can literally feel it opening up in my body. And when I feel that, I know that it's there, it's totally secure, and I have no doubts or worries that I'm going to leak. It's never, ever, ever leaked. I tried it for one period from start to finish, and I didn't even need to use any liner during the day. During the night, it stayed put, and yeah, totally leak proof. I also really like the colors they come in. I think it comes in black and also this, which is a lovely aubergine color, and the bag is fantastic. It looks like Galaxy, and that's the name of the color, Galaxy. And there's also another version called Marula Extra Large XL for really, really heavy periods. I think it holds up to 50 milliliters or maybe even a little bit more. So that's amazing for any of you that have really, really heavy periods. It's just fantastic. There's something with that much capacity, but still so short. So I could sing praises for this little thing for the whole day because it's been seriously, seriously life-changing for me. And then I had to really think hard about any cons. Honestly, I can't really think of much. The only thing maybe is that it's slightly more expensive than some of the brands. Here in Spain cost 28 euros, Diva costs I think 31 euros, and then for example Salt Cup costs 26 euros. So they're all kind of similar, but this one is definitely on the more expensive side. But then for example Meluna Shorty or any kind of Meluna is only 15, 16 euros, so considerably cheaper. At the same time, they're made of plastic rather than silicone, so perhaps that's why there is a price difference. I think I also read that it was made by an actual gynecologist, a woman who is herself a woman and who knows women's bodies really well. Before buying this cup, I read a lot of forums, advice, troubleshooting, people's reviews to see what others thought, and I found a couple of tips there that hopefully will help you as well if you get this cup. So with this one, because of this round and short shape, you can only use the punch down fold. I know that with others you can use a lot of different folds, but with this one it's just a punch down, which is basically you just punch down one side and you make this shape and then you put it in, which to be honest was already my favorite folding method also before, so nothing different there. But the most important thing is that the seam needs to go towards you when you put it in, and in that way you insert it in exactly the right position. There's actually a very helpful chart that comes with the instructions, the chart of the woman's body, and it was showing the difference between where the cup should go and where a tampon should go. So it's quite different. The cup is supposed to go literally right up, and the tampon is supposed to go more towards the tailbone. So by having the seam pointing towards you when you insert it, it naturally kind of goes more up straight up rather than towards the back. So I found that a really good trick. Now for the first time in my life, I can actually freely travel, go out, go hiking, and just live my life during my period, even during the heaviest days. And it's something I never experienced before. It's something that is truly transformational to me, and I really hope that it will help you just as much. So if you have tried it, let me know what you think. If you yourself have a short cervix and you found some other brand that really works for you, share it down in the comments as well. Or just in general, do you use menstrual cups? What do you think of them? Or what else do you use? Let me know, and thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.